because what happened was I was in suit juice literally, and I prepared for it, beforehand, and what happened. Okay, I'm gonna be flat out honest. If I'm gonna be protected by the so-called police, all right, literally, I have to literally take bus in order to get the shabo. All right, on some days, okay. Mom said she has me for her first day. But the other days, okay, what happened was I was singing the 15, especially from grandma, all right? But then we get into your retarded amendment saying that, money needs to be spent fast when her criticism is you don't save your money enough for good things. Lavish things, and one of the things I ended up saying to her, when dead was, there's nothing to fucking do. It's not like I can go to Michigan. It's not like I can go out of state. Literally, it's not like I can go anywhere, fucking serious. And plus, the same shit's going on along. I'm telling you. So you saw literally the fucking malls break down, literally this and that, and it's an excuse. But she said, "Oh, you don't know, what to spend your money on." And what you do is you don't probably not spend my money on the right thing to the point where I'm taking over the world, to the point where you recognize that it's quarantine, literally, and it's a conspiracy theory. I'm telling you, all those Asians and Indo-Asian people literally have big bank jobs and big career. Well, know why? Because yes, it is racism. But that's on the other hand, you have to know what you want in life. That means literally, they had one straight line. They married one person. They didn't do a whole bunch of shit like a rapper like me. They got one career and they had a whole bunch of money, literally. And so, there would be no use for a credit score any fucking way. All right, literally, this is serious because I've had spots from eczema, from you not validating the company, from me making sure I have a blur, making sure that I'm clean, using a black rule in one line, you not being able to fool me in a company because of my social skills, because I have sham, because I have everything, it's the exact same contributing factor where you pretend to trick me on street spots, but why you never get what you want. I am telling you, literally, I gave it a catch 22, Lily. So it's like I already told you, if you're gonna defeat the purpose after I do this in second period, this is that I might as well die anyway. And I'm telling you, you're not getting the last lap. You want to win the inside, right? You want to win the inside. Stop cheating, all right, Lily? Because everything that came from mom was a direct response. All right, Lily. So let me tell you something. What happened to her? Literally, why is he so tough? Why is he so, lethal when dead? Because when she flips the R, she flips anything social, she flips anything cool. It has nothing to do with your Kool-Aid guys. It's due to her, literally, when she's prancing around, literally, being part of the Pizza family. The reason why my mom, literally, is so good at flipping the R is because she only does something in part on paper on purpose because her and Tommy, here's what the Pizza family do. Because Taekwondo, what they actually do, okay, is that they stick to a subject. Those fucking grainy, popcorn and cereal for Asian people that you see at Costco, or Walmart. What ends up happening is they stick to those shits, literally, and then they have plans, further ahead in the future, maybe some ass and titties, but for right now, literally, stay away from black people, stay away from the artistic kid. That's their entire mentality when dead. That's when you're alive, when they're alive, you call it that they're still on, ass and titties on Facebook, all right, Lily, so you call that out, right, Lily, so what they did, Lily, was they redirected Lily all their sentences, all their work, everything, forth, and to literally only things that are important, only things that are grainy, only things that literally this and that, literally. So I'm telling you, you're not getting away with that. Even though our flow was similar, when dead, Uncle Tommy literally used to rap back in the day. He used to curl the shot, even though literally that's why I wasn't mad entirely because I made the monster shot. But when dead, he's gonna school you literally. Oh, it's not like I wasn't rapping. Literally, my name was Crowzilla. Literally, I told you, Tom. Literally, when dead, literally, you didn't understand, the principle of tomfoolery. All right. Because when it came to Thomas Romaine and Koliyoko, I gave up, all right? Because the truth of it is, okay, literally, the reason why she does that and the reason why she flips the R so good is because that was a part of her being suicidal. When she was suicidal for her grandma, literally, when she was doing all this shit for the artists again, because what happens to adults, not just the Beach family in general, is that they say, no, I'm not gonna let the autistic get weird. I'm not gonna do this and that. And they use more proportion to rob banks, literally, to create lesbian gangs, this and that. And that's what ends up happening. They get more, bills, more debt on top of AT&T. Well, I'm like, my life is over fucking too. Literally, I'm like this, and that, literally. But what they do is that they're on the run. Like, how I'm trying to lose weight. A gang member eats good one time, like a gang member eats steak. The simply one time, literally, they run away, for a whole bunch of fucking days. Literally, so guess what ends up happening? There are spots on my arm for putting on just enough Vaseline, literally, from eczema, literally, that are always fucking there. And in order to fucking get it, then you have to make me a real rapper like Fabulous and give me 3 fucking tubs of Vaseline. Literally, at least. Literally, that's what ends up happening. Literally, is that she ends up buying me hydrochlorosone, literally, in the pool when my eczema is really acting fucking and then I fix it, quickly. But then it comes back lately. So you know how I'm telling you how I'm saving about $15 like grandma. It's really getting out of hand. Before the reality show, I could easily say, "Oh, that's way too much money." Literally, it's true. It's completely fucking true. When you bow God, when you played these characters in the stadium, when you did this, and that, literally, it ended up literally with you being cropped literally for fucking 3 years, and you are. That's just something Blood believes in. Blood believes in everything being fucking dragged out. But what I'm telling you is how the fuck you gonna fool me with a company for 6 years? With 6 years, you didn't let me see material because ever since fucking 2021 is when these characters was confirmed. All right, literally, so these characters have been confirmed since 21. You have me see a single piece of anime. This is an episode. That's what I'm telling you. Blood is telling you that they're scared that I'm actually gonna be a standard. So when I'm a standard, they're trying to edit it. Literally, that's why I'm like, hey, let's dig in this shit right here. Let's dig in Steve's right here. Let's do this, and that. I'm like, forget it. You have to recognize that I'm a real person. That my mom demanded fucking respect, and now we're getting to breaking things. Literally, when she put me in therapy, she told me about fucking breaking things and everything. It would go literally, and then I get in an Naruto fucking game. Oh, you're supposed to break things because you're calling out her law. You're calling out her crime. This, and that. Literally, you don't understand that my mother was, a mom on paper, but compared to other mothers like Adrian's mom, literally, all the people with the Boy Scouts with mom, literally have way more money. You have way more money before you have a household and have kids. Literally, it's true. Literally, she doesn't have, that much money, but she's still a mother where it comes to intuition. So when she says something, it's muttered. It's not everything you get. And then Chris backs it up. Literally, one six pack and agility when you're young. Literally, I'm telling you, fucking and what I'm trying to tell you is when these people want to stick in their ankle, literally, I am exactly on the same level of Jesse's dad. All right, literally, when it comes to watching, this is when it comes to two tacos. I'm the exact level of Jesse's dad. So when you don't pay up society, you don't emphasis. When you don't use the black room one line, and we try sneaking this is that, and just worse. Literally, slumber parties. Literally, you work harder than you made a great segment. Man. Literally, then actually your face. I'm gonna relax two and two together. I ask my face is the greatest idea, but not right now. After I'm working hard, literally, I'm like, is there anything that's same with you, literally? And I have big revelations. Literally, fucking dancing as chi gear, doing all this shit, literally, and you learn nothing. And it's fucking oblivious. It's crazy, literally, because it's like there's no revelation for a woman. That's why I tell you about the Sydney and Yu-Gi-Oh! Jackson. That's why I tell you about Mariah. That's why I tell you about everything. Because you will appreciate shit, because somebody pampers you. Somebody allows you to get away with illegitimate behavior. It doesn't put you in your place that they put me. Literally, I'm telling you, after Ali, literally, after Standard, after everything, I was gonna make a 2-hour video, literally, with the glide man, literally with the fucking, with the dog, girl, literally, on the bottom. I was gonna talk about 2 hours about Marlene and Blue George because of how much you don't get it. I'm telling you, literally, you can't get this shit because real money exists and that. Okay, so real money doesn't exist. How come Kanye West exists? Literally, I'm really, really fucking infuriated because what you do is you gave me a right to hide behind Chase Young, but literally, when it comes down to it, all of a sudden you're a gangster with fucking gunplay. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I've already shown the gangster literally. I became a rods. Literally that you can't really have bitches dancing. You literally didn't go home to your house fucking watching movies with it. Come on now. Literally, so you need to understand. Literally, and I freaking feel stuck in the alarm card. Literally, so what I was gonna do is I was gonna go to Lucky's, right now, withdraw money. See a story like 3, right at Mr. Young, when a fucking episode repeat. That's what I'm saying all the fucking time. You can't hold me to the same frequency because sometimes I want to do things that are different. Sometimes I want to listen to anime. Sometimes I want to relax. Oh, boom, the work just now. Literally, that's abusing me. Literally, me having minimal debt. Literally, and guess what ends up happening? You figured out that I was the biggest grown man on the planet. Literally, that my mom helped me to a cartoon. Now everything is horrendous. So I am telling you, literally the only principle of facts, and by the way, spoiler for everybody on my channel, we are stuck in Camp Rock 3 for the ultimate timeline, because Moodtrix said that it was asking fucking PE, everybody said it was the worst one, Camp 2 is the best, literally, but they forgot, listen, you made Rudo born to ugly thing, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's really out there. It's really fucking out there, because all that sacrifice I made literally was fucking minimal. Literally, because I can fucking see one fucking movie, it can be fucking over, alright? Literally, and that's not, the point. The point is, literally, fucking the girls will keep on doing the own thing in the company. Literally, you kept on top with the company, but you never let me in it. That was the biggest fucking problem. Literally, because that is the same response. Literally. So I'm not trying to cut short for this video, but it's true. I can't articulate enough. Literally, that was somebody not Chris, but somebody tried to set me up. Okay, literally, so things aren't a coincidence. Literally, so I used to have pronouns of things like who sent you, this and that. Literally, if fucking I still have that Starbucks shit. They're like, mom, you got to buy Starbucks. Then it goes by fucking $15. Literally, and like I said, what comes in that, because her being straight, literally, not knowing what she's gonna put somebody else into. All right. So when it comes to this right here, literally freaking, I played all the versus battles, Silent Showdown, fucking Justice League, this is that. I danced on the street with the girls, literally got nothing. So the prime, statements for video was I made the anime character Yumi Neji. All right, so I thought Yumi Neji was gonna be all cool. Ah ha ha ha! I whipped my mom ass. Literally did. She told me to go back to school after I did everything right. You were clean. You used the black room one lot. You used the beer. You did everything. You outdid the other person. Literally, guess what ended up happening? Now you're just happy to be alive. Now you tied. Actuality, you tied. All right, Lily, but now you gotta move on. Now you recognize the reason why had such a hard problems because of how gangster abuse shit. Gangster is hard. Never learn from the lesson. Never let it come to you. Never just listen to that, and that's why shit is getting out of bounds. All right, Lily, I was gonna be one of the things on the podcast. Lily, I'm Ulrich. I'm Sunny. Sunny, who's your favorite girl? LJ, out of bounds. Lily, it's true. It's completely true. It's not laughing out. I don't want you guys going on a tangent, Lily, because what you have to do is you have to recognize, Lily, I take the opportunity to do big shit. So if you go ahead and jump me, I make that catch 22, okay? It's not good. It's not good. If I can't talk to the students, I can't do anything, Lily. So I'm telling you, it's not fucking, I'm a former right now. I need to talk to the police in person, Lily. That's another part, Lily. You said you can't talk to the police the first round. So I can't get consistency through you. I can't get Lily, what I've been through a woman to you. I can't get anything fucking through to you, Lily. So, I just, I give in. So I'm just going with the flow, Lily. So if you just keep on being casual, not being anybody, not getting anybody up front, you're not going to get anything out of me. Sorry.